Kevin Bacon danced his way into our hearts with the 80s classic Footloose.
I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
And after some 70-plus films, hit TV shows, albums, and even a podcast, the actor is back at it, but this time it is to haunt you in the terrifying, mind-twisting, psychological thriller You Should Have Left.
From the second this family walks into the house, you are screaming at your screen, get out, get out. You feel involved in it in some sort of way. But I'm just curious for you, because if this is playing with my mind, why are you drawn to movies like this and to characters like Theo?
I like high stakes. I like life and death. I feel like that's a really, really good actable thing for an actor to throw his weight into and challenging. I'm also a fan, I like scary movies.
But this movie is a whole other level of scary.
He must be guilty of something.
Kevin stars with Amanda Seyfried as a couple whose marriage is shredding at the seams. So in an effort to repair things, they head to the Welsh countryside. Only thing is, the house they're staying in won't let them leave. Terrified? That's exactly what they're going for.
I think it's just really fun to create that atmosphere, and there's all those like specific things like the fog, and we shooting at night, and knowing that you're safe because there's 100 crew members around. But I always tried to like spook myself or freak myself out when I was a kid. So this is just grown up Amanda just trying to like find ways to be scared, I think. So that's why I'm pretty attracted to this kind of stuff. But this particular movie, I mean, Kevin's like on another level.
On the surface, you could just say it's about this family and they go to this house and they can't leave, which we all, again, can relate to that because we've been, stuck inside our homes. But I am telling you, your social media has been an escape for me because of all of these animals. Can I just say, how many animals do you have?
There's 7 chickens, there's 6 hens and a rooster, but we have 6 goats and 2 mini horses who are in the same paddock with our beautiful Gus donkey, and then the pony and the 2 horses and a tortoise.
Things are a bit quieter over at the Bacon household.
I do have a lot of gratitude for the fact that Kira and I are together, so I feel tremendously grateful to be riding this out with her.
There's a moment in the film where your character gets recognized, not necessarily for the best reason without giving anything away. But I am just curious if you have one of those stories about one of the first times you got recognized when you were first starting out and really got a kick out of it.
Well, the first times that I ever got recognized was when I was on soap operas. And what was interesting about that was that people, when they would recognize me from soap operas, they didn't know my name. They only knew me as the character name, and they only could relate to me as the character. And so I was in this show, I was Tim, the teenage alcoholic. So they would come up to me and say, Tim, listen, you've got to be nicer to your mother. You've got to forget about Morgan, and please stop drinking. And I go, like, I'm an actor.
And one of the most humble at that.
Listen, I love the fact that at this age, people still recognize me. I'm glad I still have a career, basically.
Wait!
What?
Listen. Be quiet.
Thank you for this movie. I will be having nightmares about it in the best way possible for weeks to come.
Cool.